Hey guys, and welcome to the Crafty Baker, and today we're going to be making a glasses case. So for this project I've cut a rectangle which is measuring 9 inches by 2.5 inches. This is going to be our drawstring collar. I've also cut 2 squares which are 9 inches by 9 inches. This is our inner and outer lining, so these two are exactly the same. So we're just going to start with our drawstring collar, and we're going to flip that over so the pattern faces the table, and then we're just going to fold over each side just to make sure there's no raw material showing when the case is finished. So I'm just folding over about 1/4 inch, so about 1/2 centimetre, and then I'm just going to start pinning that in place so it's ready to take to the machine. So we're just going to take one of our squares and we're going to lay it on the table so the pattern's facing us. We're now just going to take our drawstring collar and we're just going to cut all the tails that the machine's left. And then we're just going to line that up roughly with the raw edge, fold it in half, and then line it back up with the top of our square, and we just want about a finger's width each side of the collar. So once that's done, we're then going to take our other material and we're going to lay it so the pattern's facing the table. Now we're just going to line up all the sides, make sure that all the raw edges are at the same place. And then once we've got it where we like it, we can just start to pin it in place. So now we're just going to sew along the top. So now our drawstring collar has been attached to both sides of the material, we can start working on the rest. So we're just going to fold it in half lengthways, flatten it out so it's a little bit easier to work with, and we're just going to pin along this side. So starting from the corner, make sure that the corner lines up on both ends and both sides, and we're just going to start pinning everything down, ready to take to the machine to sew up. So now that seam's done, we can take our case and we can flatten it, and then you just want to make sure the seam is right down the middle. So then we're just going to be working on one side of it, and what we're going to do is the seam that we've just done, we're just going to flatten it out, and then from one corner we're going to pin right through to the other one. Now we've closed one end of our case, we can now gently turn it the right way around. Once we've got it most of the way, what we can do now is we can wiggle the corners of our closed end into place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tuck in the raw edges of our other lining, and then we're just going to start to pin that up to take it to the machine to get this end closed up as well. So now we've closed up our final lining, we can now start to put the inside lining in the case. So now it's the right way round, we can start to add our drawstring around the collar just by inserting it either end. So I'm going to take a safety pin, and what I do is I open it up and I just add it to the ribbon at the beginning, just so it's easier to feed through rather than trying to feed the end of the ribbon through. So now my pin's attached, I just slowly start working my way around the collar. So our drawstring has now been added to our case, and our case is now complete. The best thing about this is if you get bored of one side, you can just turn it inside out and it's a completely brand new case. Alright guys, this is the glasses case all finished with. There is one thing I would definitely change on that, and this is the drawstring. For me, it's too thin. I do usually go for some slightly thicker material. So maybe just some of the old t-shirt material I have lying around, but I didn't have that at the time of making this, but that's something I would definitely change. I could maybe add some thicker material, so for the lining, the inside lining at least, I could make it out of jumper material, because at least then it would make the bag slightly thicker, but I don't mind, it works for what I'm using it for. My case is actually slightly bigger than the one given in the video, just because of the actual size of the pattern itself. So I wanted to get the most out of the pattern rather than having to cut it in half. So it works. So yeah, I can't really fault this glasses case. I think it's the first project so far that I've not managed to find any faults on, other than one definite thing. So I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Please join the Discord, and please send me pictures of your glasses cases or anything else that you choose to use this pattern for, because it can be made into different things. So it could be made a pencil case, it could be a phone case. The possibilities are endless. So please share your ideas with me. It would be brilliant to see them. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. See you then. Bye.